Hi, and welcome to Digital Tech Reviews and Tips. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the brand new AK4500 Gimbal by FeiyuTech. Now, if you haven't heard of the company FeiyuTech before, they've actually been around for about 10 years or so, but they've been mostly making gimbals for smartphones and GoPros. This is about their third or fourth full-size gimbal, and it actually looks really promising. You know, a lot of people are going to be drawing direct comparisons between this and the DJI Ronin-s, and that's for good reason because it's very similar price-wise, but it can actually carry a lot heavier cameras with a max payload capacity of a little over 10 pounds. Checking out the packaging that it comes in, it's not really much to look at. You know, name of the company, gimbal, some Chinese symbols. I'm assuming that says the same thing. And it's a very thin box, but it does have a handle, so if you want to take it skipping through a meadow or, you know, on a trip like a lunchbox, yeah, you can do that. But let's get it out of the actual cardboard box because I think it comes in, yep, there it is, a nice little carrying case. So very similar to the Ronin-s. It comes in a gray, you know, briefcase style hard styrofoam packaging, which can be reused until you eventually can afford a case, or, you know, you can just go off and use this for the whole life of the gimbal. And I think, oh, there's a little more in here, of course. You got your accessory kit, and there's a letter, probably just like a thank you. Looks like, you know, a user guide, what you're getting, a little warranty card, and it says hello. So that's nice that they send that, but not really necessary right now. You're more concerned likely about the gimbal and the accessories. So let's take a look at the gimbal itself. Turn this thing around and pop open the case. Wow, there it is. Looking nice as ever. The first thing that grabs my eye, honestly, is this extension rod. Nice carbon fiber, super lightweight, yet, you know, very rigid, so it can hold, you know, whatever amount of payload, 10 pounds, you know, 8 pounds, whatever you have out there, driving in a car, like holding that out the window, that's gonna not break, I don't think so. That's pretty tough right there, so that's good. You always need something to get a little closer to your shot. Now looking at the gimbal, one thing I immediately noticed taking this out of the box is the fact that it has locks on every axis. This is something that the DJI Ronin-s doesn't have. A lot of the newer gimbals have, including the DJI Ronin-SC and the Crane Lab 2 or Crane 2 Lab. But yeah, that is super helpful because otherwise when you're transporting this without a case or, you know, trying to balance it, and, you know, it's just, it's a mess. If you've ever worked with single-handed gimbals without locks, it's not fun. So thank you, FeiyuTech, for including that. And also, more importantly, is the screen that it has on the handle. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the only single-handed gimbal on the market that comes with a built-in touchscreen on the handle. And that is pretty huge because if you're, you know, operating the gimbal, pulling out your phone and controlling it via an app is definitely something you can do, and it's awesome that it's a possibility and an option. But really, having it all right here is so much easier. You know, you can do it all with one hand. You don't have to have your phone out, or you can be using your phone for something else, or, you know, using it like a phone, talking on the phone while actually gimbaling. That's usually what I'm doing. But yeah, you know, it's just a lot easier this way. Otherwise, in this box here, we got the batteries. Now, one thing I don't really love about this gimbal is the fact that it has batteries like this instead of built-in batteries in the handle like the DJI Ronin-s. However, I might come around and start liking it better because what this means is that you can quickly swap out batteries without having to buy expensive new handles or battery, like smart battery packs, which, you know, DJI marks up a ton. This way you can buy less expensive batteries. These are, what are they, 2200 milliamp hour batteries. So, you know, a lot cheaper to buy these than it is to buy a whole new smart handle / battery, you know, that only works with this specific gimbal. So that's actually kind of cool thing, but it is a little inconvenient at times as well. Of course, you get a battery charger because you're gonna have to recharge those babies at some point. So you get that. You also here got, of course, the base plate. One cool thing about the FeiyuTech AK4500 gimbal is this smart quick release thing that they designed. Now, if you've worked with a single-handed gimbal or any gimbal really, it's all about balancing this plate and where the camera is. And the annoying thing is then all right, I gotta take the camera off. You take the whole base plate off, and you go to put the camera back on, you gotta rebalance that. That's really annoying. So they solved that by, all right, we're just gonna have this quick release plate that you can just slot in like so with the camera on it. All right, it's balanced, then you can take it right off. Boom. Use it on something else, use your camera, then come back. All right, put it on, and you're ready to go. You don't have to rebalance it in between because the camera is always going to be on the same spot on this plate and then on the same spot on the base plate. So, well designed by FeiyuTech. I'll be letting you know in my full review how well it actually works, but I have high hopes for it. Here is the little lens extension holder if you have a long, 200mm zoom. I don't know what you're doing with that on a gimbal, but hey, this will help, support it a little better if you're using a lens that long. And of course, you've got your grip handle extension and also tripod, so you can set the gimbal down when you're not using it, and you don't have to be holding up the weight of it for the whole time. Now let's take a look at these accessories. The cool thing is that it includes a follow focus kit, which is really awesome, and also this really cool extension handle that then you can attach. Well, let me just get to it. You've been reading all the reviews and looking at what it includes. Let me just actually open up this box and look at this cool stuff. So first off is the follow focus that they designed specifically for the AK4500. It's very lightweight. If you don't know what a follow focus is, basically, autofocus is great on most cameras, but occasionally you have a type of shot where you really want more fine control over what it's focusing on. So having follow focus on there is really good because not all motors that are built in to the camera lenses can be controlled externally. And if you don't have that, or you have manual lenses even, you can use the follow focus for zoom or even for your focus, of course, hence the name follow focus. Now quickly, that is operated by this handle right here. But the cool thing about this gimbal is actually you can repurpose this handle to be the up axis, like the X, Y, or Z axis. So up, down, left, right, or even tilt, or like twirl, I don't know. Whatever that other axis is. So that's pretty cool because on the Ronin-s that was only used for the focus. Elsewise in here, it looks like we got some more cables and stuff for the follow focus and the rings to put around the lenses. And here we've got another thing for the follow focus, so that'll be all discussed about in my longer video when I look at this more in depth. Then here we have this backwards handle that you put on the gimbal so you can get kind of those low suitcase style shots. This is what we've seen with kind of the Gen 2 of single-handed gimbals. The DJI Ronin-s was part of that first generation. Now all the gimbal makers are like, oh, if we put a handle on like this, well, maybe there, like that, and then you have your other handle out, you can actually get a nice low shot running along the ground like that rather than holding it out by this long and heavy handle here, which really is just not very ergonomic and also puts the the gimbal, all their motors at a bad position, so they can't really do the best job of balancing the camera. Now this is the coolest part, and I've saved it for last just by accident, but this is really the cool feature that this gimbal has, is this is basically like a little magic wand. Once you set up the gimbal with your camera, you turn this on, wirelessly pair it with the gimbal. This basically operates like the DJI Force Pro in that, you turn it this way, the camera turns that way. You turn it to the right, the camera turns to the right. Same up, down, twist, whatever you do, the camera does. So that's really awesome if you want to set this up. Put your smartphone right here in this mount they include and mirror your camera screen from your camera, and then boom, you've instantly got an assistant camera op who can pull focus and adjust camera settings and frame it up away from holding the gimbal, so the gimbal operator can just concentrate on getting up close to the action or whatever, and you can be back there, all right, let me tilt up, down, adjust focus or whatever it is. So yeah, really cool feature that they include with this gimbal. I know DJI just came out with their DJI Ronin SC, which allows you to do that with a smartphone with the SC, but again, like I said, it's much better to have something that can do it, you know, that's part of the gimbal rather than having to use your smartphone for 25 different features. Because with the Ronin SC, you might have to be using your smartphone. All right, let me use it to mirror the, you know, to control the movement of the gimbal, and then also, oh, let me switch back to the camera app to operate the camera. So yeah, this is nice, very simple, and we'll have to see how it works, but overall feels like a very solid build out of the box. You know, everything is really a step above the last gimbal I bought from them, which was about 6 or so years ago. Still is a good product, but this really feels like FeiyuTech has come to like a new age of their products, in that they're really making good quality products that are for an affordable price and quite innovative stuff as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you are watching it within the first, I think, 2-3 months of it being uploaded, you can check down in the description below, and I should have a link that goes to a site where you can buy this. And if you use the coupon code, that's my name, Gabe, you'll get 10% off. So hey, that's a good way to save some money, and thank you FeiyuTech for sending this to me, and also including the coupon code for anyone who's buying this gimbal. If you aren't already subscribed to this channel, please do so. I put out videos, and yeah, pretty much videos because this is YouTube, so you can't put out much else. But yeah, nice reviews, unboxings, and some product testing stuff. So subscribe, leave your comment down below if you have any comments and questions, and I can try to answer them as soon as I can. I'm also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so check me out there as well. And you know, guys, as always, have a nice day. Peace out and bye.